Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing Vanessa's nails. So I'm starting by getting rid of this last black and pink set, which was super cute. There's a video on this. I'll link it in the cards now if you want to check it out. But I am basically starting by just removing this bow. Honestly, it's usually not so bad if you get an e-file bit and you just kind of file around the edges, and then you use a pair of these are old cuticle nippers. You can kind of like pry them off, but I definitely find when removing big charms, the key is to use the e-file bit to file around and then constantly check in with your client and have them let you know if anything's too uncomfortable. Usually it feels a bit of pressure when you're removing big charms, but you don't want it to hurt. So I usually just ask my clients to let me know if they feel too much discomfort. But we're just popping all of the 3D charms off on both hands, and then going in with my Erica's ATA T-Rex bit to e-file things off. Vanessa gave me a vibe for this set that we're doing. She kind of wanted like dark, moody, gothic vibe, which is kind of my favorite set to do, or favorite vibe to do. So I did keep things a little bit simple for this set, which is unlike her. As you can see, like, I'm removing the most chaotic set of all time. But I don't know, it's what I'm in the mood for right now, so I'm just, I'm keeping it pretty chill. Yeah, it's a really cute set though, as you guys must also think if you clicked on the video after seeing the thumbnail. Anyways, yeah, so just going through and I'm removing the old set. Removing the polygel isn't bad, but I would just say use like a more coarse bit if you have one. Okay, so I'm playing with some angles here. I'll be the first to say it, epic fail. You can't see what I'm doing. I realize I have to, if I want to film from that kind of angle, I have to mount the camera to my left so my big dumb hand isn't blocking the way. But I just was doing her prep. I didn't show you the entire prep because you could not see it. But so going in now and reshaping Vanessa's nails into like a little ovally almondy-esque situation. I always like to start with one nail and check with the client to make sure that's what they had in mind, and then continue onwards. I'm using the gel bottle files. These are really nice. I have quite a bit of them. I also really like the Diami files from Sweetie Nail Supply, but they don't stock too many. I usually like to buy my files in bulk, and it was stock 10. Again, I'm sorry. Look at this. This is terrible. Literally so out of frame. I'm using the Izebi Neo Base Gel in the mid consistency. Fast forward through that because you obviously could not see a thing. And now I'm going in with the resin gel. This is the 99.9 resin gel. It's the version 1 in the tub. I really like it. I've used it on myself as well, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm going in with that. It's really nice because it kind of like you're fussing with it and it's moving, and then you stop fussing with it and it kind of stops. It self-levels a bit, but it kind of just like chills there. I feel like I've tried to describe this before and it's never gone well. But I really, really do like it. So using that again today on Vanessa. And it seems to be holding up very well on her as well, because I haven't had any text messages being like, bitch, my nail broke, which is always a good sign. Also, Vanessa's my friend. I don't usually ever get clients addressing me being like, bitch, my nail broke. So, friends though, if it were to happen, I wouldn't put it past Vanessa to send me that text. Now I'm just reshaping the nails, or refining the nails, not reshaping. Just going in with that same file on the 180 grit side. Smooth everything out. It doesn't need a lot of refining, but I just want to make sure things are nicely placed. Now I'm going in with Au Naturel from the gel bottle. This is a really pretty nude color. I actually really want to get, like, I want a whole like nude collection. I keep waiting to see what Sweet Nail Supply gets in terms of like nude bases, because I have a handful, but they all lean a little bit pink aside from this one, so I want to expand that realm. You can see it's a beautiful sheer nude. So I'm just going ahead and applying that to all of Vanessa's fingers on this hand. And then on the right hand, oh, actually on the right hand, I should mention, I left the base a little bit, like a hair thinner than I usually would, for a reason, you'll see. But so I'm starting by applying jet black from the gel bottle. I'm applying 2 thin coats of that. Both hands get 2 coats, but I'm applying 2 thin coats of jet black. And now on the nude hand, I'm going in with Blooming Gel. This is the Gel Bottle's Blooming Gel. And you can see I have some of the jet black on my Izemi palette there. I'm just using a crappy brush, like a beat up brush that I use for like whatever, to do this little Blooming Gel action. So I'm just swiping some of that jet black through the Blooming Gel for that kind of smoky effect. Ooh, okay, this is the fun part. Okay, so I'm going in with the Gel Bottle's white builder gel, and I'm applying a slip layer right over top of the black. This has thrown a few of my clients off when I've started doing this, not knowing what they're getting. Now I'm grabbing a small bead and I am walking that down, I was supposed to say down the aisle. I just got engaged. Can you tell weddings are on my mind? But I'm walking that down the nail. Just a thin layer, because like I said, I do have a base of builder on already, but this is for this effect. Then I'm flipping the hand over to make sure I'm getting a good apex and to kind of pull the builder away from the sides, so you get that kind of framed effect. It's so cool. So back to the other hand. Now we're doing Blooming Gel again, and I'm going to grab some of that jet black on the palette there and then just kind of swipe it through the Blooming Gel in a different design. Same design, you know, different pattern. And then I'm going to let that bloom out, vigorously shaking Vanessa's hand. You don't have to do that. And back over to this hand. So now I'm doing that again, applying the slip layer. This is actually a design style that I had been trying to figure out. I always assumed it was just airbrush, and was very pleased when one day I stumbled across a video on how to do it, because I'm obsessed with it. And the important part really is after, to flip it over to make sure. Oh yeah, you can also even everything out before flipping. But it really pulls everything down into the center and gives that framed effect. Wow. So after I've done all of the nails, all in the same way, I'm using my D-Gel in SICK, SIC, and I'm using that to adhere these silver little beads to look like the piercing right on the tip. And using the same products, I am going through and I am doing a little dot of the gel on the tip of the nail, and doing a little dot right there with the silver beads. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with this set. I'm just gonna say it. I think I've probably already said it. I really love it. I wish these were on my fingers. And then I'm using my pin cure light from Diami, and I'm just splash curing these guys in place before sticking them in the big light. Don't forget the thumb. Okay, so now I am using this piercing. Is literally, I ordered piercings online. I just dunked it in the clear artist gel from Show Me, which I love having a big tub like that, so I can just dunk charms in to apply. It makes a lot of it so much easier. So now I'm going around and I'm just smoothing out the gel that came in on the charm and shuffling that charm around just to make sure everything's good before putting it in its final place. And flash curing. Be careful of your flash curing. Don't leave your tub open like I have there. It's a way to get one full tub of rock solid gel. Now I'm just going over the piercings with the D-gel pumping gel again, just to make sure everything's locked and loaded into place and then is less likely to kind of wear down, because these are almost like the faux pearls where they wear too much, then they kind of, you know, wear through. So just going over everything there. Oh, and then I'm going in with the Crazy Top Coat. This is the Gingy, is that right? Crazy Thick Top Coat. It's a non-wipe, super thick top coat, so it's great for overlays and stuff, or if you're using anything with charms and stuff. I wouldn't recommend using a ton of this, because I've had an experience now with a client where it's gone a bit cloudy going over top of charms, but I think in this case where I'm just wanting to smooth everything out, it's nice. And there we have it, the final product. I love these. How many times can I say that? I love these. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll catch you in the next one.